Okay. So then in 2019, you start your YouTube channel. End of
Yeah.
sentence. Were you 1090 Jake at that point?
Yeah, on Instagram.
Okay, why that name?
I mean, I just fucking came up with an Instagram name. 1090 is like 1090 got a whole lot of shit, but 1090 is most known for set tripping. So when I was in prison, while we beefed with a lot of different gangs, I was beefing with different blood sets more than anything. So for me, the 1090 just made sense, and I just fucking making an Instagram name, put 1090 Jake.
Okay, so you start your channel, and at first it's just you talking about your jail experiences.
Yeah.
Right? And now the channel's at almost 1 million subs. Congratulations, by the way.
Appreciate it.
At what point did that transition to finding paperwork and footage and everything?
Well, the funny thing is, the first paperwork that I ever did or looked into was my own.
Okay.
And it was because people were questioning the authenticity behind what I was talking about. So I broke down my case, why I got arrested. I did like a year in confinement, and there were people like, oh, you didn't do a year in confinement. You didn't. So I actually reached out to the prison and was able to get copies of all of my disciplinary reports, fighting, assault on inmate, possession of weapons. And it shows how many days in confinement that I actually did. So I was doing that just to more so validate my own stories. When I got tired of doing the prison shit, because eventually my stories are going to run out, I was bringing on people, doing interviews with people I was in prison with, beefing with, cool with. I saw that the genre was dying because so many people were doing the same thing. So I was like, what else can I get into? Let me start covering criminal cases. It would just be random crime. You know what I mean? Guy kills his family, and I go and Google the paperwork and cover that. And then eventually there was one video I did out of Palm Beach with these two teens that come to find out were rappers, and their most viewed song on YouTube had like 6,000 views. So they're not really known for shit, but I put rapper in the title on YouTube and the video went crazy. So that was like the light bulb in my head. What if I start looking into actual rappers' criminal cases? And it wasn't from the standpoint of who's snitching. It's just like, I'm getting the purest form of information. Instead of waiting for the news to report it, I'm finding out who got shot, how many shots there were, what caliber, where it hit them in the body. I'm getting the full fucking description and bringing forth a new, way of looking at things.
Okay, and what was the first actual rapper that you exposed in this way?
For snitching?
Yeah.
I think it was Spottemgottem.
Spottemgottem.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man Sean Cotton from Say Cheese. That's his artist, last I checked. He's always been in a bunch of shit. It's like he's constantly getting arrested for something or caught up in something, a firearm charge, this, that. So what exactly did you find on him?
He told on somebody that he was cool with when he was younger. The police came to the house. They more or less asked him what was going on, and he was like, oh, I think they asked him who was the last one in the bathroom. They ended up finding 2 guns in the bathroom. And Spottemgottem told the police his friend had something that he assumed was a pole. That's what he said in the paperwork, which is obviously a gun. And he said that his friend was the last one in the bathroom. So his friend ended up getting picked up on gun charges.
Okay. How did you get this paperwork?
So Jacksonville is Duval County. Duval County criminal clerk. You just go on there and type in a name. It brings up every single arrest. When you go into the arrests, brings up the dockets. The dockets have the arrest affidavit. It literally just tells you everything.
So you just went online, or you actually had to go to
online.
the office?
Everything's online.
So online, you just looked it up.
Yeah, Florida has the sunshine laws where everything is fucking public.
Sunshine laws.
It was mad easy to get this shit. I didn't even have to leave, my apartment.
Okay, so you got the paperwork in your hand, and then you made a video about it?
Right. So I feel like, I don't think I was the first one to expose it, but I covered it. And when I covered it, it like rehashed it and blew it up again. And I had no idea the connection between Spottemgottem and Say Cheese. Because Say Cheese, they reached out and wanted to do an interview with me at the same time No Jumper did. But I already talked to No Jumper, so I was like, all right, I'm going to do them first. Then I'll do Say Cheese. After I dropped that video, that interview was shot. You know what I mean?
With Say Cheese.
Yeah. Because I had no idea that there was a connection between the two.
Right.
So it kind of fucked that one up, but it is what it is.
Okay. When you put it out, did Spottemgottem reach out to you, or?
Nah, I don't think he said anything.
So he didn't deny it. He just.
I don't think he could deny it. See, when I do videos, I like to do them as surgical as possible to where there's really no fucking explanation you can give because it's all the information's right there. And I never hid away from the fact, like, you can find this by doing this right here.
Right, because paperwork is sort of a funny thing in 2023. So,
Yeah.
for example, Fat Joe got accused of snitching. And Cuban Link, who he had this long time beef with, posted the paperwork and everything else like that. And Fat Joe went on IG Live and said, this is all fake.
Yeah.
Yes, I know these people they're talking about, but this right here with my name associated with it is fake. And then I remember Cuban Link had to go back and say, yeah, actually, I'm not sure if it's real or not. So you could take a piece of paperwork and Photoshop my name on it.
No, yeah.
And now Vlad snitched on everybody, right?
Yeah, facts. I had somebody actually say that about a video that I did. And I had them on Instagram Live with me. And then when I turned the camera around, I had the clerk site put up. I was like, this is your name, right? Yeah. This is your birthday? Yeah. And this is where you snitched? Nah. So everything on this fucking paper is real and the website's real and everything's official. No, my mama's gonna sue. I didn't snitch. And then the interrogation dropped. And it's like, oh, you can't, there you are right there.
Right. So basically you back up your paperwork with the actual online files.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna tell anybody. I'm gonna even invite the rapper. Like, all right, well, I'm gonna show you how I found out you told.
Aha.
And we're just gonna do it like that. But so a lot of them avoid that now.
Okay.